New York City, Los Angeles, Bloomington, Illinois. It's a bit less exciting, isn't it? So, you want to study in the US and have the best time of your life? You came to the right place, because today I will explain how you can study in the American educational system no matter where you are from. Which steps should you take? What should you do? And how could you afford that without selling your soul to the devil? Now, don't skip any part of this video to get the most out of it. Let's begin. So hello everyone, welcome to EddieStyle channel. I'm an international student from Israel and I'm a student athlete here at Illinois State University. Go Redbirds! I studied at Manhattan College my freshman year in New York and later I transferred to Illinois State University. Now, I am not an expert. This video is based solely on my private experience, which is 89% accurate according to my estimates. Step number 1, stamp your high school transcripts. You'll need to send your school transcripts from the 9th grade until your graduation grade, plus the graduation diploma. Now, those should be manually sent via mail to the schools that you would like to apply to. Some say that in order for your high school transcripts to be legit, you have to go through a notary. But who would like to spend $100 for a stamp? Not us. Instead, print 20 copies of your transcripts and go to your high school admission office. Ask them to stamp each transcript individually, and if they can, let them write an official letter that says something like, "To whom it might concern, these transcripts are for this person, they are official, they are legit, and if you have any questions, please send us an email." Looks legit, you don't need to pay for a notary, and you saved some money. Now, the admission office might get annoyed by you at this point. That's what happened to me. But granted, I came 3 times. But you know what? If they are not happy for you for making this step and going to study in the US, they're just a bunch of Step number 2, register for the SAT exam. To do so, go to a website that's called collegeboard.org. Now, the SAT exam consists of 2 main parts, English and math. There is an optional part, which is the essay, and it costs a little extra money to add it, but my advice to you, you should pay the extra money and take the essay because you don't know which schools will require it, so why take the chance, right? Now, you maybe need to take the SAT more than once, so study hard. To study for the SAT, you can find paid courses, but those could be really expensive. And we on EddieStyle trying to save you money. So instead, I purchased a book called The Official SAT Study Guide from Amazon. This book is actually made by the College Board themselves. I also used a website called Khan Academy. It is absolutely free and it matches the difficulty of the questions to your level. So if you really suck, it would be really easy, so don't worry about it. During your studies for this exam, you should already start your university research. So check for their SAT requirements and it might get you like an extra boost to study because I know it's hard. And if you'd like me to expand more about how I studied for the SAT, what did I do, just let me know in the comments below. Step number 3, register for the TOEFL exam. To do that, go to a website called ets.org and sign up. This exam will test your English skills only, luckily without any math. It will test your reading skills, writing skills, listening abilities, and speaking abilities. Yes, speaking as well. Now, the TOEFL test is very expensive. I don't know why, I didn't write it. It costs anywhere between $185 and $300. Depends on where you live. I paid the whole $300. I still remember the pain of pressing confirm. Once again, I practiced mainly from a book called The Official Guide to the TOEFL Test, which published by the ETS Center themselves. And I also use free resources like YouTube. Now again, during your studies, you need to research different universities and check the requirements. Step number 4, search for schools. In this step, you need to ask yourself, what do you want to study? Where do you want to study? Do you prefer big cities like New York City, Chicago, LA, or small college town? I've been in both and both are pretty awesome. Now, do you want to be next to interesting places like maybe Arizona, next to the Grand Canyon, University of Buffalo, next to the Niagara Falls? What about Montana? I'm just kidding, don't go to Montana. Unless you want to meet Hannah Montana, it's not funny. Quick coffee break and I'm with you. What's going on? Step number 5, applying for schools. Now, please do me a huge favor and don't be locked up only on 1 or 2 schools. But Eddie, I really want to go to the school. It's this school or nothing. They have the best department. No. Now listen to me. If you go on a fishing trip, you can maybe catch 1 single fish at a time using a single hook, but you can catch a lot of fish by throwing a net into the water. Now, okay, yes, you may catch some garbage on the way, but that's not the point. What is the point? The point is, apply to many schools. Now, you can apply to many schools at once using the Common Application website at commonapp.org. You'll have to fill out all of your details and you select the schools that you want to apply to. You press apply and there you have it. But pay attention, not all of the schools work with the Common App. So for some schools, you will require to go directly to their website and do all the process again through the website for this particular schools. And these schools usually also require an application fee. I know. Now, during the application process, you will need to write a personal essay, and I really recommend you to nail it. Many schools look for more than just a good student. They want a motivated person with a vision and cool hobbies. A mini Elon Musk, you know. So don't just say I'm a good student, blah, blah, blah. If you want to increase your chances, be creative. I don't tell you to lie, don't lie because they might ask for a proof. But try to make everything you do sounds extraordinary. Now, I will link you to some useful YouTube videos that helped me, but you're only allowed to watch them after you finish watching this entire video, plus 5 others video on this channel. And subscribe. Links, as always, gonna be in the description. Coffee break. And we're back! Step number 6, affording the education. Let's face it, the American educational system is very expensive, especially for internationals. So let's try to see how can we afford it. Step number 1, ask your dad. If this step failed, proceed to step number 2. Step number 2, use your athletic abilities. If you are an athlete, a soccer player, a tennis player, a swimmer, a golf player, a basketball player, a chess player. Not really, there are no chess players here, but I do like chess though. The point is, you might get a scholarship if you'll join some sports teams. Now, there are 3 divisions in America. Division 1 is the most competitive. Division 2 is less competitive. And Division 3 is just not competitive. I'm just kidding. Note, divisions are only sports related, not academic related. For example, MIT is Division 3. So according to your athletic abilities, choose your division and email coaches directly. Try to impress them with your athletic skills and try to convince them how much can you contribute to the team. Now, if you are just not a good athlete, stop skipping leg days and get back to work. Step number 3 of how could you finance your school in the US. Get a scholarship from your major. Some majors might offer you a scholarship. So it's worth reaching out to your major department and ask them about that. For example, if you're really good at physics and you want to study physics, approach the physics department and say, hey, do you offer any scholarships for internationals that want to study physics? Voila! Step number 4, check out the International Admissions Office. Many USA academic institutions assist international students. So just go ahead, contact the International Admissions Office, or some school it's called the Financial Aid Office, and ask them about it. Bonus step, many organizations offer scholarships and grants for study and research. These organizations include private foundations, businesses, and nonprofits. Use the US government's free online scholarship research tool to find out about financial aid opportunities. Links, of course, in the description. Step number 7, applying for US student visa. After you admitted and officially paid for your education, now it's the time to apply for the US student visa. To get the US student visa, you will need to pass an interview, and if you fail it, all of your previous work was for nothing. I'm just kidding. I see you're stressed down there, I see. Don't worry about it. Now, theoretically, yes, they could deny your student visa, but it is extremely rare to get your student visa denied, unless you start breakdancing in the middle of the embassy, so don't do that. Final step! Step number 8, prepare for departure. Woo! After you have everything set up, this is the time to explore. Improve your English because you'll need it. Learn more about USA holidays, US laws, US behaviors. Don't be so foreign like me. But most importantly, get excited because you'll have the best time of your life. That was all for today. I really hope I helped some of you out there. Again, I'm sorry if I missed some major parts. Let me know what's going on in the comments below. Subscribe to EddieStyle channel and please check some of my other epic content on this channel because remember, you owe me 5 videos plus subscription. Now remember, be strong, be stubborn, don't give up, and I'm wishing you a very good luck. I'll see you later.